Hey, we got a full scheme on the brand new gun bunch spread nasty in Madden 25. Let's get right into it. So earlier in the week, EA released a update. In the update, they did fix a few issues with the game itself, but I think one of the bigger things they did was adding some new plays and some new formations to the game. Um, One of which, and probably the best, is bunch spread nasty. Um, So a couple things about the bunch spread nasty. It is very similar to like a bunch offset, with your alignment being just a little different, but as a whole, it's very similar. What I want to go over is the abilities that are nice to have. No abilities are required to run this, except maybe one or two of the beaters. But the universal plays and some of the beaters are not. You don't need any kind of abilities. So mostly you want to have quarterback abilities like gunslinger, like set feet lead, like pass lead elite, um, and then if you can, you want high route master as well. That's why I'm using the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes has everything we need. And then in terms of other positions, you really don't need anything. The abilities that give you better catching at different parts of the field, those are nice to have, but none of those are necessary. Next, we'll go over the formations, or I'm sorry, the playbooks that have this formation. So you're looking at 49ers playbook, Chiefs playbook, Chargers. I'm sorry, not Chargers. Jaguars, Seahawks, and Vikings. I'm in Vikings. You can, audible from bunch spread nasty to bunch tight end to Y off trio weak to normal Y off to tight Y off. So you can kind of audible all around. We're going to sit in bunch spread nasty for the most part, though. It kind of works against everything, so no reason not to. Next thing, we'll get into our audibles. So this is what we're going to want to have. Orbit, smash, whip. I like to have a run play in there, so inside zone. You could replace that with this motion slot hitch. I really like that play, or even motion snag under. Me, myself, though, I am going to keep the run play. Z-swirl in is going to be kind of like our base play. And then motion mesh swing is going to be the last of your audibles. So let's just go ahead and come out in the motion mesh. No, I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and come out in the Z swirl in. And then defensively, we're just going to do a random play just to show you that this is kind of universal. So first thing I like to do, block my running back. I'm going to put square on a streak. I'm going to put X on a post, and then I'm going to put R1 on a drag. So this is what it looks like. I'll just snap it and show you. So your first read is the drag. Always your first read is the drag. Drags get in between zones. Drags beat man. You're going to have a lot of success by just hitting that drag. Other than the drag, we are going to have this return route. Obviously, the middle read plays it right there. Our drag was wide open, so in game we would have taken that. But the swirl route right there is really what we're building this play around. The CPU is playing it crazy right now, but that route is going to provide your opponent, some huge problems. You see it cooks man. It gets in between zones, kind of like a drag, but just it hits a little different. So your opponent's not really expecting it. You can see again, kind of just you can kind of throw it there. You got to be really quick with that one. But if that guy takes the swirl route, you just throw the drag. Kind of show you again, see where that swirl route is hidden. I mean, it's kind of, you're going to have to use it or have a hook curl there, and then you take a hook curl from another spot, and then There's just a lot that you kind of have to worry about. This tight end post is really nice to have. Travis Kelce gets bagged there. See if we can get it against the zone look. Yeah, here we go. So that tight end post is wide open. Of course, Mahomes misses the throw, but you can kind of see where we're getting at with this play. I mean, you can just you can use a lot of different things and all these different routes. There's just too many things they have to user or adjust to specifically on this play. It's just going to be really tough for them to manage all of it. Next, we're going to get into orbit smash whip. There's pretty much one setup for this that's kind of a universal setup. So what we're going to do, we're going to block our running back. We're going to put square on a corner. We're going to put R1 on a streak, and we're going to put X on a drag. So your read is going to be X to R1 to circle. This looks like man, so it's probably going to be X. It is not man. And pass lead down and inside, and circle was wide open. That post really gets into a good spot with the zones deep, and just makes it kind of tough to defend. We have the streak there, I think. Corner plays it. You can hit that seam a lot. Everyone knows seam streaks are overpowered in Madden 25. So just kind of keep that in your back pocket. But the two main things you're looking at is X to circle. X, circle. Circle's wide open. Get 40 yards on that play. The next play we're going to go over is the motion mesh swing. We kind of only have one setup for this also. So we're going to block our running back again. We're going to put square on a post, and we're going to put X on a streak, and then leave circle on the drag. And then, like I said, you first reach the drag every single time. After you look at the drag, then you're going to look to the streak. After you look at the streak, you're going to look at R1 because he will come open if it is cover 2. And then after that, you're going to look at square late. So streak's not open. Square late, pass lead down and inside, and he is wide open. The reason he's getting open like that, the R1 receiver is pulling the outside third. I just snapped the ball. And the X receiver is pulling the inside zone, the inside deep zone. So that X receiver just has nobody to, or I'm sorry, the square receiver just has nobody out there to cover him. It's really that simple. It's just there's no one there. So that square receiver is really a good option on that play. Like I said, you're going to want to hit that drag 9 times out of 10. Another play that I really like in the short yardage and then the red zone is this motion slot hitch. I love hitches in this game, and this one specifically, no one expects a hitch off of a motion. And then there's another play we'll couple this with to kind of make it a little tougher. So the way I'm going to set this up, I'm going to put circle on a flat, and I'm going to put R1 on a drag, and then I'm going to leave square on his short post because that will get in front of zones, and then we're going to go ahead and snap it. You see we got that curl flat concept on the right, and the curl is wide open. That happens a lot. If they don't take the curl, then the flat is probably going to be open. If both of those are covered, then the drag is probably open. And if the drag is covered, the short post is probably open. So again, there's just a lot that you have to worry about. You're kind of just hoping. Look at the curl. He's kind of shifting to the right, floating a little bit, but he was open. You're kind of just on defense. You're kind of just hoping that your pressure is going to come in. Or your deep zones are going to play the short posts. You're hoping for a lot, so you're not really you're just in a really bad spot defensively. If somebody is just disciplined enough to take the curl and take the flat and take the drag, there's just there's not a lot you can do defensively um, to cover it all. The next play we're going to go over, we're going to run this one at about the 5 yard line, just to kind of get some looks against some red zone defense. Everyone knows the red zone is the hardest place to score in the game, so we'll kind of give you some advice here. This play is motion snag under. I really like this play in the red zone. What we're going to do, we're going to put circle on a curl or a hitch. And the rest we're just going to leave stock. And our first read is going to be X, and then we're going to look at circle, and then R1, and then if we can get there, we're going to get to square. This is the play that I really like to couple with the motion slot curl, because you throw that at them a couple times, they're like, oh, he's running that curl again on the slot, and then Travis Kelce is running across the middle for a touchdown. You can see nothing is really playing that super well. We haven't gotten in the end zone with it yet, but you can see we're getting some pretty good yards and inching closer, I guess. This is man here. You see the zig on the left side is wide open. That's a 96 speed corner. And he's just cooked. Everyone knows zigs are great. You don't have to hear that from me, but our main read is that tight end right there. Look, he's going to score here. Next, we're going to get into the coverage beaters. The first one we're going to go over is a cover 2 beater. This is out of the motion mesh swing. And there's really only, like I said, there's only really one setup for this. It's the exact same setup as the universal play. I just want to show you against cover 2. So you can still block your running back. I would say, because you're taking a shot down the field, you're going to need that blocking. You can also put him on an out or just leave him on that motion. I'm going to block him, though. And you're going to see Juju come wide open there. Madubuike just destroys my offensive line. But we will get this off. Here we go again. And you see Juju getting wide open. Pass lead that up and out. And if he's any faster, he's taking that in for a touchdown. That works every single time against cover 2. Unless, they're manning him up, or they've got like an outside third out there that's going to play it or something like that. It really takes a lot of effort. And then, you've got that. Say they've got a man on that, then, the post is probably going to be open. And if not the post, then that drag is open early. So still just a lot to cover. Next, I'm going to show you how we're going to beat cover 3. So what we're going to do, we're going to put square on a corner. We're going to block the running back again. We're going to put R1 on a streak, and then X on the drag. X on the drag is going to be your early read. Just take it if you have it. And then, that's going to also pull their user for the beater. And then square is going to pull the outside third. R1 is going to pull the inside third. I'll kind of show you how this looks. You're going to pass lead inside, or pass lead to the left, away from the defenders, and we're going to take this in and score. Obviously, you may not score every time you run it, but it is going to get you a big play every single time against cover 3, as long as it's not manned up. So you just got to step up in the pocket, and you can just hit them right there. You can hit them early if you want. That kind of gives you, a better angle for the defense. But it is a little bit safer, because you could wait and it end up, taking a sack, or, maybe they get back to it, or they switch stick to it, or something like that. So taking it early is not a bad option at all. You just got to make sure you have time, and where the defense is going to be and all that. Next, we're going to get into what most of you are probably seeing online the most, and that's the cover 4 beaters. There are 2 types of cover 4 you'll see. You'll see a cover 4 that's playing match principles, which is essentially playing zone but with man concepts and That's kind of what most people are running online. And then you also get like your cover four drop that's not really playing any match. They're just playing super deep. The good thing about this is we can beat both of those with this formation, and actually with orbit smash whip. So we're beating three out of most of the time. You're seeing four different coverages: cover two, cover three, and the two types of cover four. We're beating three out of those four out of this one orbit smash whip. So this right here that I'm playing against now is the match version of the cover four. So what we're going to do against this, we're going to block our running back, but we're actually going to motion him out and then put him on an out, a speed out. We're going to put square on a crosser. We're going to put X on a streak, and then we're going to put R1 on a corner. And the beater is going to be with X. 100 times out of 100, I have ran this play, and the match just leaves him. And I'll show you that here. And they left him. We get pressured. Roquan Smith is coming in. I'll show you again, though. Maybe we can get time here. Get it set back up. And snap it. And he's just running wide open. I mean, there's not a defender within 25 yards. So that's massive. Match is really the meta right now. You're going to see more match than anything. With this play, just make sure you run it exactly how I'm telling you. Because, like, say we don't put him... Say we put that... we put that running back on the what is that called? The smoke screen instead of the speed out. And, you see Kyle Hamilton there. Travis Kelce still makes a good play, but it's not the touchdown that we're really looking for with this. And then we'll put him back on the speed out. And you'll see we're going to get wide open once again for a touchdown. Okay, and now we are going to go against the cover four drop. So same thing, we're going to motion the running back out. This time, though, we're going to motion him out to the solo side receiver. We're going to put him on a comeback. And then we're going to put square on the crosser again, X on the streak again, and R1 on the corner again. So very similar to the last play. This time, we're just motioning the running back to the left and put him on a comeback. And we'll snap this. Your read is going to be circle. He gets right there, and we get a bad ball. But you can see he is wide open. Let's run it again. See if we can get time. That guy's shedding. Practice mode, man. Gotta love practice mode. Let's try it again. See if we can get blocking this time. We do, and it is wide open. That DB kind of makes a pretty good play, but you can see how much space we have right there in the middle of the field. I haven't found a way to beat this for a touchdown every time, or even consistently for a touchdown. But this is going to consistently get you 30 to 40, and sometimes even more. It's a bad throw there. If you can lead that in the right spot, you can score on that. It's just not super consistent. So that's going to be it for the gun bunch spread nasty. Like I said, this is a brand new formation and a whole set of brand new plays that EA added not even a week ago. I believe I'm one of the first videos with a full breakdown on this offense. So if you liked the video, make sure you let me know in the comments. If you're using it, let me know how it's going. Like the video, like I said. Subscribe for sure if you want more full breakdowns on offenses and defenses in the future. Kind of just let me know in the comments what offense you want to see, or if you do want to see any at all, just let me know. If you have any ideas for anything you'd like to see, just drop it down below. It's been your boy. I'm out. See y'all.